What really surprises me is the amount of opportunity available here on campus. So regardless of what you might want to pursue in the future or what kind of areas you might want to pursue here while you're in college, it's just amazing how many opportunities there are.
So we have this office on campus and it's called the Center for Careers, Life and Services. I want to go into nonprofit work after college, and I think that a lot of the internship experiences that I have had in the past few years were unpaid or underfunded. I mean, they don't have the resources to kind of pay this student to come for 3 months. And so what the CLS offers is kind of funding for students to kind of take that internship, take that experience, but also not have to worry about how to pay for living somewhere or feeding themselves.
Funding on this campus is very, very easy to get, really for all things. And I didn't realize how important that was until my 4th year when, my best friend who goes to another school called me and said, oh, I got my dream interview, but I can't go. And that was just alien to me. I'm like, wait, does your school not fund that? And he's like, no. And I'm sitting here, I got just this year, I got $600 to be able to go across the US and interview for, jobs post-grad. And it wasn't until then that I realized the full extent of how much Grinnell has the resources to support our students. It comes down to where institutions put their money, and I feel like Grinnell always puts it with the students.
One of the things and events that makes so special to Grinnell is the Global Learning Program. GLP is offered and catered towards students who don't necessarily have the opportunity to travel, haven't had that experience, and they're trying to push students to dip their toe into to potentially maybe later study abroad or even engage in opportunities that they don't have or can't have within the town of Grinnell.
For me, I studied abroad. That was the thing I was looking forward to most when I came to college. And the thing that I love about Grinnell is it's not like there were 5 programs that everyone had to pick from. Instead, it's like there's a list of 120 approved programs, and then if it's not approved yet, you can petition it. One of my friends was in London, South Africa. One of my friends was on a boat in the middle of the ocean for 6 weeks. I think that Grinnell likes to push its limits as much as possible. And so I actually ended up studying abroad on a program that was oriented around human rights. And so I spent 2 weeks in New York, a month in Chile, a month in Nepal, and a month in Jordan. I was staying with the Mapuche indigenous community, who is this huge activist power in Chile, living with them and just being a part of their lives for just a week. But at the same time, that totally changed and informed my opinions of how human rights works. And Grinnell made that possible.
It's one of those things that Grinnell presents the opportunity and makes it so affordable and so accessible even to low-income students such as myself, which really speaks to the inclusivity of Grinnell towards all ranges of students of socioeconomic background.
SGA was also huge, they have a big budget that they give out to student organizations, which is if you have an idea and have a group of people that all want to get it together, then they're happy to give you something that can actually bring that to life.
We literally made a synchronized swimming team without any real experience, but just kind of this idea that we wanted it to happen. And I think that's something to be said about not only just Grinnellians in general. I'm just let's just go. We have a dream, we have a passion, we're gonna do this. The accessibility to get those funds for nose clips, which I did not realize were that important, but they are, let me tell you. Offsetting those costs for the 15 or so members that are in our club has been really beneficial. With the funding that we get, there are these opportunities to advance and really progress, and I think that's something that is really wonderful with the resources that we do have.
What I really love about Grinnell is that it does not let any kind of monetary hardship or any other such hardship come in the way of our students. It tries its best to reduce these problems from our lives and help us gain experiences and help us achieve what we really want to in order to succeed. And I think that is what I really, really love about Grinnell College.